the dress rehearsal for the UEFA Champions League finals this weekend. The game between Manchester City and Chelsea. Welcome to the show, the Nutmeg on Guardian TV. My name is Solomon Fowowe. It's great to have you guys join us on the show today. If you're not subscribed to this YouTube channel, kindly subscribe. And if you're watching on Instagram or Facebook, make sure to like and to follow this page, because Guardian Nigeria has awesome content for you. Now, joining me on the show today is a sports journalist. Her name is Latifat Adebayo, popularly known as Fatil. It's great to have you join us on the show today, Fatil.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Great.
It's my pleasure.
So many things lined up this weekend. Like I said, you have the dress rehearsal for the Champions League finals, and also you have, the crazy title race in Spain. That's in the La Liga between Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, Sevilla, and Barcelona in there. And there's also the French Ligue 1 to look forward to. That's the final to keep an eye on. But I'd like to get your thoughts first before we move into that on happenings in the UEFA Europa League. Arsenal fans are left devastated and disappointed. I don't think they should be so surprised, to be honest, because they couldn't just get into the finals of the UEFA Champions League. That draw against Villarreal was just not enough. 1-0 victory would have done the goods, and they would have been celebrating getting into the finals of the Champions League, but it wasn't to happen. But I'd like to just get your thoughts on that game in particular, and Arsenal, and how they can make progress and move forward from this.
Well, you can't really say this is where Arsenal is lacking right now, because we've analyzed this over and over since for over 5 years now. We keep saying that, okay, maybe they don't have good defense, or they don't have guys in the attacking space, or perhaps they don't have a good midfield that can actually give them all those intricacies in terms of passes and all of that. But right now, I think it's a collective issue. It's more than just the team. I think it's the whole system itself. And when you begin to accept mediocrity as results, and your players are not churning out the amount of goals or performances that you would expect from a professional player, I think it just it just builds up. And some part of this season, we've seen how Arsenal were really good at some point, and all of a sudden they just dropped down from that ladder, and now they're here. Everybody was expecting them to nick at least a goal yesterday, and it's proved to be very difficult. Like, how can you be looking for one goal? It was just so difficult. And yesterday it was like 90 minutes, but it was like 90 years for many fans, because everybody wanted an all English club final in Europe, but it didn't happen. And I hope that they'll go back, if they have space on their drawing board, to try to facilitate how they can bring back the old days, or just to find a new resurgency in terms of playing very well and getting the results that they get at home and abroad.
All right, just moving to happenings this weekend, we've got the big one, Manchester City against Chelsea. The inevitable was postponed, after Manchester United against Liverpool was actually postponed, that game last weekend. But, Manchester City have it all to do, this weekend, win and they get the Premier League title, although you'd say they have a really, really healthy lead. But Chelsea on their own path, they have their eyes on that fourth spot. They really need to lock it down, get into the Champions League next season. And there's West Ham breathing down their neck. There's Liverpool also somewhere there. So they really need this point, you would say, at this sort of period. So how do you see that game panning out between Manchester City and Chelsea? And do you think it's the perfect dress rehearsal for the final? Are we going to get a preview, a sneak peek, into things that'll be happening in the Champions League finals?
Well, how much can the team ask for better dress rehearsal for the Champions League final than this one? They're going to meet in the Champions League final, and they already have a chance to, let's say, to weigh themselves. Let's weigh themselves up. Like, let's see how they can actually find tactics against each other and all of that. So, for Chelsea and Manchester City this weekend, I'm expecting a kind of cagey game, because I'm sure the coaches and the players, they've known each other for so long. They played a couple of times already this season. But this one will take a different direction in that it's a new coach. Thomas Tuchel is doing so well right now. And what I like about him is that he's sticking to his philosophy. And when he came to Chelsea, he didn't really have a lot of knowledge about the team, but he just stuck to his guts, and he has been able to, to manage these players that we thought that would take like 2 or more seasons to get together to find that gel between them, that team effort between them. He has been able to put these players together and get something amazing out of almost a dead season for Chelsea. So Thomas Tuchel and Pep Guardiola will be like the main players come this weekend. The only thing that I can also see is the players as well. You know that Chelsea has been really good defensively, while the likes of Manchester City, they've also been, they've tried also in their defense line, but they've been amazing in their attacking line as well. Although they've been playing with the false nine for the past couple of matches now, but I think it will be a very good game between these two teams. And like I said, it will be a dress rehearsal, and we will see how much more Thomas Tuchel can get from this new look Chelsea. And Pep Guardiola also, for the past how many seasons now? 4 seasons thereabout in Manchester City, and he has done well, winning either the League Cup, the Premier League, or something. So he already has the Premier League. No, taking that away from him. But for Chelsea, that number 4th position, if they don't get at least a point from this game, it will be very difficult for them, because we have other teams like Tottenham, Leicester City around them that are ready to lock into that European spot. So it's going to be really difficult. I see a draw. Really, it's going to be cagey, and there's so many things on the line for both teams right now. So, well, let's just see how it goes. For Chelsea, as a Chelsea fan, I wish
Yeah,
them
great.
all the luck that they would need. But
Exactly.
against Manchester City,
True.
anything can happen. Both teams are playing amazingly well. Well, let's just
All
see
right.
how it goes, really.